everyone, and happy 2024. I'm back with the first video of the year. It is snowing really, really heavy outside in the Chicagoland area today, and it's like, you look outside and it's like, it looks pretty, but then you think, wait, if I go outside, I'm going to be stuck in that. So you're like, ugh. So I prefer to watch it through a window. But anyway, this video is going to be, three main points. The first point is I'm going to show off one of my Christmas gifts that, it was kind of a late Christmas gift, but nonetheless, it is like the most awesome Christmas gift. Good things come to those who wait. I'm going to show off this beauty right here. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. More about it in a minute. And I also wanted to say I finished John Stamos' memoir. And I've been saying it for the better part of 15 years. If John Stamos ever came out with a book, I'm going to read it, and I did. And then I'm going to discuss something that I wanted to talk about in this issue of Clown White regarding Bruce Kulick's possible memoir. I saw this as a toddler, and I'll explain about it more. But with that, I'm going to start with John Stamos' book. If you are a fan of John Stamos, you need to read it. John Stamos, out of everybody on Full House, has the most diverse career. He's been on TV shows. He's been on Broadway. He's done theater productions. He's done, he's a musician, a professional musician. He's played in the Beach Boys backing band since 1984. And all the people he's met throughout his amazing career, like Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr., and he was close with comedian Don Rickles. He mentions how Bob Saget's death affected him. He was a longtime fan of like Dick Van Dyke and Gary Marshall and just everyone that he's come into contact with or is close with or had an impact. Everyone who had an impact on him is mentioned in this book, and it's very interesting. He talks about the failure of his first marriage with Rebecca Romaine. Is it Ramen? I've heard it pronounced like Romaine or Ramen. Anyway, but it humanized him so much, and he's not afraid to talk about, rather, the death of his parents and how that changed him and how he still misses them. A lot of men might be afraid to say that, but he wasn't afraid, and how his journey to becoming a husband and a father and beating his alcohol addiction. I had no idea that his alcohol addiction was that serious, and how behind the scenes he was just dealing with it, and how he explained he was like a functioning alcoholic because he would always like show up on Broadway. He would always show up for work, that type of thing. So it was very, very interesting. I loved all the Beach Boys stories, like how he got started in Papa Do Run Run when they were playing at Disneyland, and how he was there when the Beach Boys played on the 4th of July for their the first time they ever played the White House on the 4th of July in 1984 or 5, was it? But anyway, it was just incredible, and how it's all of his stories meeting the guys and how he got them on Full House. And it was just incredible because I became a Beach Boys fan through watching the episode of Full House randomly one day because I'm a fan of Full House, and it was just amazing. So I loved his book, and I highly recommend it. And it's as much an actor's memoir as it is a musician's memoir. Many people today, actors who are talented vocally and who can play instruments, most actors do not like to admit that, but he is the exception in that because he's not afraid to say, yeah, I play drums. Drums is his first instrument. That's something that I learned too, because he would play guitar and drums on Full House, but I never knew that drums was his first instrument. So that was very fascinating, but he doesn't shy away from his love of music, and I really loved that. As an actor, again, you don't find that very much, so I really, really enjoyed his book. Highly recommend it. Okay, second of all, before I get to Ace's box set, Clown White magazine. It has recently come out that Bruce Kulick may be working on his book, and I remember seeing this as a child, and because I was reading at a very early age, I would like flip through this, and not that I was interested much in the words. It was just mainly the headlines that grabbed me, but I wanted to share this. Bruce Kulick and book and solo album. And it says here, at the recent New Jersey, New York Kiss Expo, Bruce is beginning to put together a book which will chronicle his entire career. The book, a bio of Bruce's life and work throughout the entire course of his career, includes special chapters devoted to his relationship with Eric Carr and what life on the road with Kiss was really like, and all the women, of course. There'll be many never-before-seen photos from Bruce's own personal collection. The book's working title is Honorable Discharge, and Bruce will be working on it as time permits in the coming months. Interviewees from the book so far, other than Bruce, include Bob Kulick, Harry and Alice Kulick, who are his parents, and some Kiss producers. One of the many highlights of the process has consisted of a drive around with Bruce in a car with a CD player full of 11 Kiss CDs and one Blackjack CD, all on random mode playing Name That Tune. So I saw this when I was a toddler, and I'm like, Bruce is going to do a book? Bruce book? So I've been waiting for this since summer 2000. If it comes out, I will definitely be reading it because it relates back to my toddlerhood. And I can tell you I was more interested in this picture as a child, but when I saw book, Bruce Kulick book, I would start, I don't know if I've read the paragraph thoroughly as a 4-year-old, but I do remember seeing Bruce Kulick book. But again, this picture over here of Kiss probably stole my attention. But I just wanted to mention, this has been a long time coming. I think it's so cool. And shout out to Bob Nash, who got me in touch with one of the co-authors of this on Twitter, and I got to say how awesome Clown White was and how my mom actually has a couple issues. I think we have like 2 or 3 issues. So this one was a favorite when I was little because all the pictures on the cover, I thought this was a real magazine, not just like a fan-made thing. I thought it was like a real magazine when I was a toddler. So that was really, really cool. I got in touch with one of the co-authors and I got to tell them how much I admired it as a toddler. So thank you, Bob Nash. And Clown White, major part of my childhood. So okay, now to the meat of this video. I'm gonna talk about this. Guys, this was such a surprise to my very dear friend who gifted me this. Thank you so much. I was shocked. I was like totally surprised, and I'm like, this is so amazing. I couldn't get over it. I cut the hype sticker in half to make sure it would fit on here without covering this up. So we'll go through this. First of all, I want to say the artwork is incredible. If I can get them all out. Okay, so we have all the singles here. We have Give Me a Feeling with Reckless on the back of it. Reckless on the B-side, rather. We have Outer Space with Fox on the Run. We have the White Room single, and this I'm sure a lot of you recognize. This is based off the Cream cover. And on the B-side, it's Fire and Water with Paul Stanley. I love this. I just love the artwork on this, front and back. Like, I love that. We have this cover, which is probably my favorite because I'm very partial to the Hotter Than Hell cover, and it actually has parasites on it. And look, everybody, Ace's name in Japanese calligraphy. Not Chinese, like I thought when I was a toddler on the Hotter Than Hell cover, but Japanese. But fun fact, Japanese writing is actually based on ancient Chinese writing. And Japan and China, they read from right to left, not left to right. So the Chinese had calligraphy writing first, and then Japan kind of modified it. So Chinese calligraphy is older. The Bronx Boy single with Rockin' with the Boys on the B-side. Guys, I'm sorry for the glare. The I Want to Go Back single with Mission to Mars on the B-side. This is one of my favorite songs. This is my favorite song from Spaceman, and this is really cool that the single is here now, because I got to tell Ace in person that that was my favorite song on Space Man, and it was like a euphoric moment of my life when I met him. And the latest one, I believe, the Space Trucking single with the Beatles cover of I'm Down on the back. Of course, this artwork is taken from that cartoon music video thing. So that's really fun. And then also included are these little like slip insert sheets with they're all the same as the album, the mini singles artwork, but they have the lyrics on the back. So I thought that was really cool. It's like, oh, this is awesome. I tried to put them inside the sleeves, but they're actually the same size as the singles, so like they don't fit inside. It won't like slide in there. So, but it's okay. I just wanted to say that it's really, really cool, and the artwork is amazing, and I think they're gorgeous. I haven't played it on the turntable yet, but I'm gonna have to. But anyway, that's it for this video. It was just a quick update, and I think in the future, I don't know, I may do a video talking about the TV show The Crown and how they ended it and how I defend the ending of that show and how I thought the final episode went down, because it is such a point of contention. People on the internet were hating it, and I feel I need to defend the ending and how, yes, it was a work of fiction, but it paid tribute to the real-life woman who Queen Elizabeth was, and how they really took inspiration from the Tudors series finale, which I completely loved. So that may be coming in the future. Also may be coming in the future, probably most likely, my favorite movies of the 90s video, because I'm from the 90s, so I thought that would be fun. I could talk about some childhood favorites or something. Movies that I've recently discovered from the 90s that passed me by for some reason, so that might be fun. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one soon. I'm Emily Graziano, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.